Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. My name is Theo Tovek, and if you are on my channel, that means you're trying to see some BML content, right? So you're on the right place. On today's video, we're actually going to install a mudflap. In case you don't know what a mudflap is, people also call it sometimes splash guard, and we are going to install it today. So I'm going to install the Tommy L Garage mudflap, and this is this is it right here. I'm gonna do a quick review on it and see if it's a good thing, and also explain to you the reason why I decided to purchase mudflap. So let's go. The reason we actually install mudflap is to protect the rear bottom on the car, so all this area like this all the way to the back. So because the M3 is a very wide car, and also I believe the M4, so anytime you have spacers, or if you have wider wheels, when you're driving on dirty roads or water, the tire is going to splash debris all over this area of the car. And then since we also have big hips, see this area here would actually get very dirty over time, and then you can get rock chips and any other type of debris in here. So I'm trying to protect that, to protect the paint, and that's the reason why I am installing mudflap. I'm gonna drop a picture right now on what happened to my car last week when I was driving it. I went to a dirty area and then it was all covered here with mud just because I drove there for 15 seconds, and I'm trying to prevent that. And that's why I'm going to install the mud flap right here. It's going to protect all the back area from debris when I'm driving. So when you contact Tommy Garage, this is pretty much what he will send you. He will send you these mud flat. These are for the front, and the big ones are for the back. So it comes with pre-drilled holes that you will just pretty much use to align any. There's a quick simple procedure using these lines right here. I'm going to explain that later on to actually align it on the back, and on the front I'm going to explain pretty much how this is done. The material is pretty is good. It's a hard plastic, so you know that it's going to do well with all the weather condition. It's going to stop all the debris, and it's easy to clean. So I like it because it's minimal, it's very thin, small, and it seems durable. So go ahead and contact him. I'm going to put a link on the description of where you can go to his channel or his Instagram and pretty much contact him so he can make you one. These are custom made. He makes them himself, so it's very, very cool. Yep, so very well made. So just have this small little imperfection here, but that will be under the car and you won't really see that. So it's really custom made. Each time you order, he will make one. So I really like it. And again, this is not a sponsorship. I did purchase my own set, so it's not like he asked me to do this. So I just like it, and that's why I wanted to do a quick review. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and install it. To install it, you are going to need a few tools. I forgot to mention that when Tommy Agara sent you the kit, he also include the little screws and rivet that you will need for the installation. So I did not purchase this. It came included when you contact him. So you need a small house hammer. You'll need to have a screwdriver. Well, I don't want to use a screwdriver since I'm going to have to screw. You can use these baby drill, or if that one is not good enough, I will use my normal drill. You need to have something to remove the lug nuts on your tires and your jack. So this is a nice small wired impact gun. I know I need to upgrade to a bigger one. Yes, I know that's coming someday. So this is pretty much what you will need. The first step is actually to remove this rivet. So we're going to remove the two from the bottom, so this one right here and this one right here. So it's pretty simple. What we do is we use a pick tool like this, and we just pretty much push the middle portion inside. So what I mean by the middle portion is, when you look here, this is pretty much how the rivet looks. So what we're doing is pushing this little pin, and it's going to come out this way and fall under here, and then after that it's going to fall on the ground. So that's pretty much what we do. So the kit includes a new one. So once we remove that one, we'll install the mud flap and then use this new one to secure it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So just push it really quick. As you can see, this one is a little tighter. There you go. And then you can just push like that and it's going to come out, and then you remove it by hand. Alright, so to install the mud flap, the mud flap comes with two sides, so one like this and one like this. So there's a big logo here, and it's also the Tommy little sticker that he placed here. So pretty much to install it, you take a new rivet, you put it on the top here, just like this one, and then you install it to the first hole. So pretty much just align and push it in. So you can leave the pin out for now and take the second rivet and do the same thing. Install it inside the second hole here. And pretty much that will align everything the way it is supposed to be. Now this is the time where you use your hammer to slightly push the little pin. So again, don't hit it hard because you don't want to damage anything in this area. So you hit it a little bit like that, and eventually it goes in. So you do the same thing on the bottom here. Alright, so those two are in. It's almost secure now. You can see this is flapping here. That's why we will need this self-tapping screw. So we're going to pretty much place it here, make a hole, and that will be secure. This is the reason why you will need a screwdriver, or me, for example, a small drill, because I'm trying to do this very quick. It is very cold. So just place it in here and take your normal screwdriver and then just make a hole like this, and there you have it. Good. So as you can see, it is very secure. It is not going anywhere. And now let's go on the back and do the same thing. So these are the rear mud flap, and pretty much just like the front one, the logo right here is going to be on the inside looking at the wheel. So now on the back here, as I mentioned to you earlier, there are lines that will help, that will guide you actually to install it. So there's a line here on the top, and then there's also this line here. I'm not sure if you can see, there's a line here that will help you on the bottom. So pretty much the idea is that you will line up this line. It's actually this line, and this line on the top will be the arch weld right here. So once you place it this way, you're going to look on the back and make sure that, you know, it matches with the curvature of the car on the back side. So that's what I'm doing right now, just checking. So on the bottom here it is correct, and then on the top here it is also correct. So ideally this is how it has to be. So now this is the recommended position that is recommended, but if you see that you want to adjust it any different way, feel free to do so. You know, it's your own stuff, right? So once it is aligned, you want to go ahead and press it inside like this. Oh, I moved it a little bit, so let me go ahead and align it one more time. Okay, there, and there you go. So once you have it pushed like that, oh, come on, man, and there. All right, so like I said, once it's in there, you want to hold it there. So what I found is normally you have to put the screw here and drill it, but doing it with one hand and pushing a drill without a hole here, it's not easy. So what I do is I take this little pick tool, I kind of make a beginning of a hole so that it will be easier for me to do it the next time. So I just put it like that and press it pretty hard. Press it hard, so that it can create some kind of hole. And the next time what I will do is just align the hole with the screw and then make sure that it is matching on the side, and it will be very, very easier. So as you can see, this is where the hole is going to be, where I have the little pick tool right here. And now I can pretty much go ahead and drill a hole, and then after that, the next time I'm just simply screwing in, and it's going to be very, very easier. All right, so go ahead and take our drill and make a small hole right here, since this is the area where it's going to be. See how it's not easy? Imagine if I was doing this with one hand, it won't be so easy at all. So once you have a hole, you just extract the bolt. Now it will be very easy to actually install it, because all I have to do now is pretty much take this like this, make sure this is actually on the inside, the right side, and then one thing I would do is pretty much just place the screw in the hole and kind of align it, then finish screwing it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Make sure it's in the hole. There you go. I just screw a little bit. Oh, one side. Just a little bit like that, and then I'm going to pretty much just adjust it on the side. And it's actually almost there, and there you have it. This is actually the position that it needs to be. Now I just finished the job. Alright, so there you go. Now the final step is to put the last one on the second hole here on the top. Since this is already secured, you don't need to create another hole with the punch tool. You just place it here, and that's it. In the liner it is set, and it is very secure now. So before I place the wheel back on, so pretty much this is it. So this is the inside, and that will be the top right here, as you can see. And this is pretty much how it looks on the back. You can see that it blends pretty well, and there's this little gap here. You can't really see that too well, and it's very good because it's going to protect the back, all this area of the car, from debris. So if I have to show you the front that I just installed, this is the front. You can see it blends pretty well, and it protects the bottom here from all these corners. It's going to protect from damaging any of the area. If you have to look on the inside, this is pretty much how it looks. And also, that is the dirt that was accumulated earlier, so I wiped this area also. And yeah, that's how it looks. Alright YouTube, you saw how I installed the mud flap, also called splash guard, from Tomiel Garage. As you can see right here, I think that this is actually a mod that everyone that owns an M3 need to have, because it is actually functional. You just don't put it because you feel like putting it. It's actually because it protects your car against debris, and it makes your car always look clean and beautiful. So when you have these type of expensive cars, you want to make sure it's always protected, especially if you do not have PPF like myself. You want to avoid any type of debris as much as possible, and doing this mod is actually very good. I'm going to let you know one day when I see how it accumulates debris. I'm going to film and show you how this is actually working. So again, give me any comments that you may have, or any question that you have on the process that I used to install this. And also, if you want to reach out to Tommy, I mentioned earlier that I'm going to put his YouTube page and his Instagram account, so you can contact him to purchase one of these. And that's it. So thank you again for watching, guys. And if you are not my subscribers already, please make sure that you subscribe, and also hit that notification icon so you can follow me on this journey. So again, guys, stay safe and be blessed. Thank you again.